fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. First and 10, Kaiser. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that's incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murphy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot, hurry up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they give this time to the tailback. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down and 4. They They go play action. Kaiser trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go! Ohio!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here we go!
Back to it after the pick six. Kaiser. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 47-yard line.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. Complete out right to Jake Butt. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go.
Play fake. Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And he is level. Knocked down hard. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Let's go! Next round!
Kaiser now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll drop the throw. Wiggles free. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Ryan Quigley on now to kick this one away. Back to Denver right after this. They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A very solid gain of 27.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know.
And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Murphy. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 3rd down, that's Garrett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue lady. Blue lady.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. What? None. What? Ohio. Ohio. Check. Flex round.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. Steps away to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? None.
On third down, that's Parker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. What? None. Ohio. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
Kaiser. And he fires one incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. What? None. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What?
To throw is Kaiser.
What? None.
Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Stewart. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down throw for Kaiser. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. The swing pass caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, Kaiser. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second down, Kaiser. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the run, this is Gray. And oh, he spins past him and into space. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we can nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A handoff, as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go. Ohio.
On play action, Kaiser flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Kaiser. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just